Hello everyone and welcome back to our YouTube challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed the theme sunset with us, and today we are beginning the next theme, that is the galaxies. So I will be posting the first painting for the galaxy theme today. Let's have a look at the materials that you will require. All the materials are mentioned in the caption also, so you can refer anytime when you want. The colors that I will be using is Naples yellow, orange, quin rose, Payne's grey, burnt umber and white gouache. I have mentioned all the alternative colors, and I will also mention the remaining alternative colors as and when I begin to paint. Now I'm just doing a rough pencil sketch of the mountain area majorly. Okay, so just adding the mountain range. So this is almost at about 30% from below my paper is where my mountain range is, and a few rocks into the sea area. Now I'll apply a clean coat of water only in my sky area, avoiding the mountain areas. I'll first begin with the Naples yellow. You can use a cadmium yellow, and it's in a little circular motion that I'm applying these colors. Now near to the yellow, I'll apply the orange color and then shift to the quin rose color. If you do not have a quin rose color, you can use a magenta color or a pink color or a crimson color, any pinkish tone basically. In between the colors, I'm just trying to get a clean blend using a damp brush and running it in between. Okay, now the quin rose color looks a little lighter, so I'm applying another layer, and near to the orange I'm trying to blend it well while applying only. Now I've just mixed in a little bit of Payne's grey to my quin rose color, and at the remaining area I'll apply this darker tone. Okay, and even the quin rose and this darker quin rose mix, I'm trying to give in a clean blend. Now in between I'm just lifting off some color because I want white spaces there. Do not worry if you are unable to, because we will be adding white gouache there while it is still wet. In the remaining area, I am applying the Payne's grey color. You can apply an indigo color or a black color. Now the orange and the yellow seem a little lighter, so I'll just give in. So just giving in another layer of both the colors and trying to blend them well. Okay. Now even on the pink color, I'll just give in some layers again so that it looks brighter when it dries. Because remember, watercolors dry a shade lighter, so always to give it a vibrant look, apply darker layers. Now after this, while my sky is still wet, I will pick up white watercolor in a little thick consistency and just splatter some white stars into the background, majorly in the center area. So make sure your sky still has to be wet, and I'll also drop some white paint, that is the white watercolor only, so that the galaxy area shines there. Remember, after dropping every time, clean your brush and pick up fresh white color, otherwise the background layer gets picked up and you will spoil the entire area. Now to get a clean blend around the white also, I'll again drop in some pink color. Make sure you have to do all of this while your page is still wet. If your page has dried, wait for it, use the re-wetting technique and then do this. Now till my sky area dries, I will paint the sea area. Okay, so for the sea area, from the left, I'll begin applying the colors. First the yellow color, then the orange color, then the quin rose color, and then the quin rose mixed with Payne's grey. It's the same colors that I used in the sky, and in the same order where they were placed, that's how I'm trying to place them. In the sea, I will not be applying Payne's grey directly, rather I will be using Payne's grey to add reflection of the mountain while my sea area is also wet. If you want to understand the re-wetting technique, I have a detailed class about it on my Skillshare. You can join that class and also take part in that giveaway too. And you can use the link in the description to join Skillshare for 30 days free trial and watch my class and be a part of all my running giveaways. Now where I have placed the mountain, I will just try to add a reflection of that with the Payne's grey in the sea area. And accordingly, where my mountain is tall, I'm trying to add taller reflections. Remember, you have to add these reflection again when your sea area is wet. If your sea area has dried, again wait for it to dry completely, re-wet the surface and then add these highlights. It's very important to have these highlights also in a soft edge. Now my entire background has dried, and first I'll add some splatter of stars into my sky area. So I'm just dabbing my brush with my fingertip and trying to get a variation of the stars. You can even tap the brush with another brush and get these star looks, but make sure they are smaller in size, and look, a lot of them has to be added. Now in the mountain area, I'll first add in a layer of the burnt umber color so that I have the little reflection of the light of the galaxy. And now around it, I will be adding Payne's Grey. So the entire area now, I will just add Payne's Grey color. You can even add black color if you do not want to add Payne's Grey. Okay, but make sure you let that little brown be visible, because that is the reflection of the galaxy onto the mountain area. And remember the shape that we added for this mountain. Make sure that you give that very natural shape of the mountain and not make it a clean or a straight looking mountain. So I'm almost done adding. Now you see I have left that brown area there. Okay, I think too much is covered with the Payne's Grey. I will lift up some of the Payne's Grey there, and I will again try to add in some burnt umber. Okay, so here I just lift up some Payne's Grey because it was wet, and I added the burnt umber. Now we'll add the rocks into the sea area, and you can see that little mountain shining because of the burnt umber. That's because of the galaxy light onto the mountain. Now just roughly adding some rocks into the sea area and some rough edges to the mountain range painted near the sea area, and we will be almost done with our painting then. I'll just add a little larger rock area onto the right side here. And there, I'm almost done. Now let's remove the masking tape and see our final painting. Somewhere something incredible is waiting to be known. And here is a final painting. I hope you guys enjoyed the first painting of this prompt. I will see you guys soon with the next prompt. Thank you so much for joining our challenge. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much once again for joining us.